Hi, my name is Paul. I'm an organist, and in today's video we are gonna do some detective work because we are comparing real-world pipe organs to their Hauptwerk counterparts, and I've prepared some evidence which we are gonna review now. These are my own videos, my own recordings, and we are gonna compare them to the Hauptwerk recordings. So let's see what they sound like. So before diving into the comparisons, I'm gonna show you two audio clips. One is recorded on a real pipe organ, one is recorded on a digital version, and we are gonna guess which one is which is pretty hard if you don't really have a comparison and idea. So let's dive into the first one, which sounds like this. So it isn't really that easy to tell if you don't have like a comparison to compare it to. But the first one was the Hauptwerk clip, and the second one was the real one from my archive. And I mean, you have to consider that my microphones aren't as good as the microphones of the Hauptwerk people. And in Hauptwerk, you can also set different perspectives and sound emulations. But as a like standalone comparison, that's pretty interesting to see that the details of the organ seem to be captured very well. I've prepared another recording, which is from the same piece, featuring some more principals and louder registration, sounding like this. That's the second one now. Again, it's, I mean, registration is relatively similar, I think. There might be like a mixture on here, which I missed on the other one. But like from the foundation sound, it's pretty similar, I guess. So let's listen to the softer parts. That's a real organ. It compares pretty well, and if you consider that this set is like, I'm not sure how old it is, but it's at least 10 years, I'd say. Let's actually check. We can... Netherlands? Yeah, it was released in 2012, so so quite a bit older. But it still is very impressive to me, at least, how good it captures the sound. So as a disclaimer, I'm not paid by anyone, so I can tell you what I like. But I still personally think that it's a pretty reasonable sound for what it is. So second example is the Jordi Bosch organ in Santanyi, which is this wonderful Spanish historic instrument. And we're going to listen to the digital version first and compare it to the real one. So number one sounds like this. So this is with all these stops pulled out, including the large mixture. I mean, again, it captures the feeling and the atmosphere of the instrument pretty well. So compare it like this. Sound-wise, it's actually pretty close. I have to admit that I think that I've added some reverb to the sample set of this one, because this one is like very, very, very old, which surprised me. But yeah, the original doesn't sound that good. Yeah, it's from 2011, so it's like 20 years old, actually, which is pretty impressive. I mean, considering the recording techniques back then, it's still very impressive to me, at least. Third example is a old friend of mine, which is the Sonnenorgel in Görlitz. Something like this. Every famous Bach C minor piece, which is wonderful. And this, in my opinion, is the one which is the least captured by the sample set, because it sounds different in real life. I mean, my recording is pretty sharp because I'm using the camera sound and one downstairs, but the real organ is very mellow downstairs, so it's very soft and almost like floats in space. It's very interesting. It's my recording, which is very sharp and direct. And that's the sound. I mean, as I said, it captures the essence of the organ, which is amazing. And but I'm not sure with this one. So this is my least favorite implementation of the ones I've played, at least, because it feels different downstairs. And the last one is probably the best rendition I've heard so far, and played the original instrument of, and that's the Bach organ in Arnstadt, which was one of the very first instrument Bach played as an organist, at least officially. And let's listen to the real recording. And I personally think that it's pretty well captured. So let's listen to it. That's the real one. Also looks very cool. So, yeah. I mean, it's very, very, very similar. So I have to admit that the recording of mine doesn't feature the trumpet, which I've used in the sample set, but the trumpet was so out of tune that we were not allowed to use it officially. And yeah, that's why it sounds a bit stronger in the second one. But I also got a comparison of the principles, which sounds like this. That's a real one. And that's the other one. As I said, you have to consider that my recordings are very direct and straight. So it comes very close, as I said. So there's one more example which uses the 8-foot Gedacht and the quint. So it comes very, very close, at least in my opinion. So which is very impressive. But this is also the newest addition to the sample set world, at least one of the newest additions, because it's from let's see, yeah, it's from 2022, so it's not even 2 years old. Or it actually is 2 years old now. But this is very interesting. I mean, as like a general thought, I'd say that the essence of the instruments is captured very well, and you definitely feel like playing the instrument at some point. Of course, you can't emulate the playing sensation of the organ itself, because I mean it's still your organ at home, but sound-wise, it's actually pretty impressive. And I was personally impressed with this comparison, so I hope it was interesting for you as well. Of course, a digital organ should not replace a real organ in a real church, but I mean, speaking as a home organist, that's pretty much as good as you can go. So having an organ like this at home is a privilege, which is amazing, and um, yeah, which I wouldn't want to miss anymore. Which yeah, which is nice. So I hope the video was informative in some way to you, and you enjoyed watching. And we're gonna end this video with a recording of the real Bach organ and a wonderful chorale. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.